Hello everyone, this chair is very low. Welcome to the lucky number 13 broadcast of GoldFire Studios Fireside Chat. We got an exciting show today, some new stuff to show you from Casino RPG, as well as I know what everyone's been waiting for to find out when beta is finally going to start for Casino RPG. We'll let you know that a little later in the show. Make sure you stick around. Can't blame us for that. But first, let's see, we got a quick update on Kickstarter. If any of you are backers, you probably got the email. Everything's been shipped out now, so if you haven't already received your, those are the physical rewards. If you haven't already received them, you should be getting them in the next few days, or if you're international, it could take a week or two, depending on where you are. And also digital rewards. Some of those may be coming over the next few weeks. Some of those, like casino points or gold, things of that nature, will be coming probably closer to the end of beta testing, but we'll keep you all updated on that. So yeah, a lot has been going on over the last 2 weeks, obviously working towards getting beta ready to go. Do you want to quickly talk about some of the things you've been working on?
Sure. I've been ironing out a little bit more of the Tycoon, getting some kind of cool aspects of the Tycoon going. Today I was working on some animations with the mission system, so that when you get chips when you accomplish a mission, it'll have a few little animations. What else have I been working on? Oh yeah, we now have construction lots. I guess you'll get to see a little bit of that in the demo here in a second, so I don't want to spoil that. But what else? I don't know. We've been working on so much. Am I missing anything? It's been quite a bit.
Yeah, it's been a lot of not necessarily big, specific type features, but there's a lot of tying things together, making them part of the game, really, and polishing things out. That's a lot of the work leading up to the start of beta, which again you'll find out when that is very soon. It's mainly going to be polish and fleshing out some of the features we've already shown you, and some of the things that you'll be seeing once beta starts.
So yeah, I guess basically putting a bunch of pieces together. So
yeah, probably one of the biggest things I've been working on is character customization, which again I'm not going to talk really about that just yet because we've got that in the video, so you'll be seeing exactly how that works. More things with audio, and we actually released another open source for you coders out there, another open source project this morning, which is it's not near as exciting as the audio, but it's a text input box for within the game that doesn't use the standard website elements. So it's very useful, and it's going to play a big role in the game if you need to type things in, chat, whatnot. And if you like code, you can check out the code at our GitHub page, github.com/goldfire, or check out our blog. So yeah, that's a little bit about what we've been working on. We're going to show you a video here in a little bit that shows you what we've been working on, and we'll talk more about the details about that as we're going through the video. First, we've got a special guest at tonight's show. We're going to do a little interview of intern Matt. So
come in here, Matt.
Come introduce yourself briefly.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Matt Worrell. I'm a student at the University of Oklahoma. I'm a senior. I hope to graduate in December. And I worked with GoldFire last summer and hope to do it again this summer.
So yeah, Matt was our first intern here at GoldFire.
And the best.
I got a few questions for Matt. First of all, how did you become an intern at GoldFire Studios?
I first heard about GoldFire from the Price Business College magazine at OU. James had a featured article where it talked about him graduating from OU and starting GoldFire when he had Poker RPG, and I think he just released BC Wars.
Yeah.
And so I got in touch with the entrepreneurship department, which was James's field, and I talked to Jim Wheeler, one of the entrepreneurship leaders, and he got me in touch with him, had a little interview, and told him I was interested in doing an internship.
Yeah, and the funny thing about that magazine feature we had is that they made a big deal about doing a photo shoot with poker as the theme.
Yeah, I remember that.
And put all this effort into it, and then the president shot it down and said they couldn't have something related to gambling on school-related material. So But I guess it still worked out.
You got some pretty sweet shots from it, though.
I know. I have all these pictures that I'm not allowed to show to anyone.
Dealing cars and all that.
Well, that didn't work.
Sticky notes.
So how do you? Oh, that's out of order. So what has your experience been like in?
It's been
the gaming
great.
industry?
So far in the gaming industry, it was well, I don't want to say it was a lot easier than I thought it'd be, but coming from Oklahoma, I thought I would have very little opportunity to do anything in gaming, being the industry not being very present here in Oklahoma. But with James's help, I have some experience under my belt, and I've talked to a lot of people in the industry, from all the way to Montreal to California to Texas. Know a bunch of people in the industry, and so working at GoldFire's really helped expand that and give me a little more credibility.
And you got a free T-shirt.
Oh,
so
and a free T-shirt, bunch of free
that's
stuff.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so speaking of that experience, what kind of things have you worked on here at GoldFire?
At GoldFire, my favorite thing that I've done has been level design, which I helped James make the design for the layouts of the districts in his new game Casino RPG, and a little bit of my design and a lot of my grinding has helped flesh that idea out, and then also talked to a bunch of different I guess web game reviewers. Who we talked to? We talked to Giant Bomb.
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone basically. I just lashed out emails, and whoever responded we talked to. And then what was the other thing? Oh, I helped with
that wiki.
Oh yeah, I helped the wiki page, the Poker RPG wiki page. I did that. I need to do a bunch of work on that, but maybe I'll do that this summer. And then the last thing I did was I helped the retention rate for BC Wars, the starting. I helped move that around in the tutorial and when you see the video and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, the level design on Casino RPGs.
Control
No,
control
our fire crashed. It must be the tornadoes that are coming. The ice tornadoes.
We do have tornadoes coming.
The snow tornado apocalypse is on its way, according to the local news that likes to exaggerate.
Oh no.
So we're gonna stay warm with our digital fire. We have no marshmallows this week, unfortunately. You'll see a little more of it when the beta starts, but hopefully won't be noticeable. Basically, what he worked on with the sort of map design with Casino RPG is created a district system where it generates sort of at random a map as the city expands that keeps it unique looking, and so you'll see that in action. Well, you'll find out when you'll see that in action very soon.
Almost. Yeah, that was the two criteria you told me. It had to be organic in the sense that it grew on itself, and we didn't have to, click and drag a new district every time it filled up, and also that it was unique and that it wasn't, the same hashed out design. So
yeah, because what could happen is, you're walking through the city and it's just very repetitive. You're seeing the same thing over and over, and that's what we wanted to avoid. And I think we've accomplished that. In that, as you all start through the beta process, building out the city and expanding it, you'll see that fulfill itself. So you're graduating. When are you graduating?
December. I actually bumped my schedule up. I was going to graduate in May. Now it's December.
Very nice. So what are your plans for that, and how are you going to use your experience moving forward?
So I hope to eventually go to my graduate school, Guildhall SMU Dallas. They have a fantastic graduate video game program, which I hope to be a production student at. Hopefully my experience here at GoldFire will help in my application process for that. And I don't know. That's the big goal. The reason I'm graduating in December and not May is because production students are brought in January. And so I only have a little bit of credit to do, so I'm hashing it out and graduating in 3.5
Is that,
years.
is that down in Dallas?
Dallas, Plano area, yeah.
Very cool. Well, this has been our first guest interview.
We got 3 more interns actually.
Mr. Intern Matt. Yeah, we'll try and set up some more of these so you're not just seeing me and Luke every time.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys see the rest of them.
Mix it up a little bit.
Variety.
So yeah, now we're gonna dive into the video.
Matt, you gotta remind me that little district algorithm you got. I'm gonna have to program the algorithm, so you're gonna have to put it on paper for me.
So just a little update. I noticed someone was asking. Yes, we've got a Q&A session that happens at the end. So we've got a video to show you some of the things we've been working on. Then we'll have the big announcement, and then we'll open it up for question and answer. So let's go ahead and start up the video.
Were you watching the chat, Matt?
Mm-mm.
You should have been. You're gonna wait, but you can't see it now. But we got you have to watch out for a couple of our players.
So you're not seeing anything. Hold on. Okay. So this is the sort of base character customization. You've got several different levels of customization that you can do. This would obviously be the very starting point where you can choose anything you want. And from skin color to gender to all the way down to hair, shirts, tops, pants, shoes, and full outfits.
Currently, very easy to change gender in Casino RPG.
Right. Well, this would be when you're getting born. So
You're getting born. Good.
you go from baby to adult very quickly in Casino RPG. So yeah, this is just a small sampling of the options that'll be there. Probably won't be much more than this once beta starts, but it will be fleshed out quite a bit more throughout that process. And there's not just these base customizations, but we've got a couple full outfits that you can switch into, including some pretty fun ones like the suit of armor. There'll be more things like that coming as well. There's Hitman right there.
Yeah, that looks like it, man.
All right, so this next part that we're going to show you is a little bit about the lot management. So I'll let Luke take it away.
I'll talk a little bit about this one.
Once it fades in there.
Lot management. So this is kind of not lots is just kind of your property. So this is your property, and in the game it's going to refer to more as property management, which you can get to by the left menu over there. But anyhow, right now I'm kind of painting my lot. You'll have full access to changing the grounds in your lot. So right now I'm adding a little bit of some concrete to my lot and just some kind of random design. So you have full access to painting the textures in your lot, what's on the ground. In a second, so you notice that there's nothing on the lot, no casino or anything, so it's time to build a casino. So I will just make the decision to build a casino.
Just to reiterate, this will all be expanded upon further as well.
Yeah, the menu right now, that build menu is kind of minimalist, but anyhow, you're not going to be able to build a casino instantly. It's going to take a little time. So you'll see right here that construction lot kind of fades into view. So while the construction workers are working, you're going to have to wait for your casino. And right now it takes 24 hours. We haven't finalized the time, but I showed that really ugly menu.
Yes.
But as you can see, you walk around and there's a construction lot. So yeah, you have to wait while the workers build your casino. And in 24 hours, that will fade out and your casino will be there for you to move around or further customize your lot and go into.
Yeah, and this is just another cool display of some of Lane's awesome new artwork that's going into the game, and you'll see even more of that once beta starts. That's just sort of been evolving what we had and really polishing it up and taking it to the next level.
Yeah, when beta first starts, you'll probably see a lot of these little construction lots hanging out because the whole city's going to be building at that point. And you'll probably see a lot of construction around the edges of the city as we expand it and people are building new casinos. But yeah, I think that's all we got for the video today.
Yeah, that's the video. Like I said, we've been working on a lot of other things. A lot of it's been behind the scenes or things we've already sort of shown you and just improving those and getting them ready for gameplay. So I guess we've made you wait long enough. Everyone's waiting, I'm sure. So we have decided on a launch date for the private beta, the first round of private beta, which again is for the Kickstarter backers. And it's a date that we feel comfortable that we can deliver on. So I guess without further ado, the date is April 24th. So just a little over 2 weeks from tonight. We'll have another show as usual on April 23rd. The reason we chose the 24th is because we wanted to get a chance to talk about the launch the next day with you all and launch it in the morning so that we had all day to work through any inevitable issues that come up with any launch. So you can look forward to trying out all these things that we've been showing you here in just over 2 weeks from now.
And if you are part of the first batch and you're a little frustrated with that or you're a little jealous of the other ones, just think that the first batch of players are going to be helping James and I really turn the what Casino RPG right now is into a game. So by the time you do come on, it's going to be even more fun. So the first batch of players is really going to be helping us develop the game.
Right, yeah, the first round of beta is going to be very rough. We could say without a doubt that the first round will have a reset just because a lot of the main components are still very much in flux, especially like with the simulation, the tycoon aspect, things like that. And I also want to say we'll be quickly bringing on new rounds of people. So you're not going to have to, if you're not in the first round, you're not going to have to wait a long period of time to get in the beta. We're going to stage it out so that we can control this process and collecting feedback. But it will be a steady
I like your enthusiasm, Pin. I like it.
Yeah, mark your calendars. Don't forget. You'll get an email, but if you come to the show in 2 weeks, we'll of course be talking about what's going to happen with the launch the next day and things of that nature. So.
And then as soon as we shut off the live stream, we'll probably be frantically coding overnight,
getting ready
for the launch.
So that's the main segment of our show. We got, as usual, a Q&A session now. Feel free to shoot out any questions in the chat, including to Matt, the intern over here.
Matt, you can actually take your chair for a little bit.
I answer any questions.
Something I need to go do briefly.
All right, Luke will be right back. So if you have questions for Luke, go ahead and ask them, and I'll queue them up, and we'll fire them away when he gets back.
Yeah, if you have any questions about my internship and what I've done, be sure to ask.
Yeah, the question is if you signed up for the beta and then your email has changed. Let's see. Just go ahead and shoot an email to support@goldfire.me and mention what your previous email was and what your new email will be, and we'll just go in and update that for you, and you won't lose your spot in line. So again, that email is support@goldfire.me. And just in general, we keep wanting to make sure everyone knows if you have like a bug in Poker RPG or BC Wars, go ahead and still open a support ticket. But if it's something more general for the platform or things of that nature for gold or whatnot, go ahead and send those questions to support@goldfire.me because that's we've created that as sort of a centralized support hub that helps us to increase the speed of responses to support for you all.
Is everyone excited about the launch? 2 weeks.
Right, yeah. By the way, there's about a 30-second delay, so So it's sort of it takes a little getting used to with the chat because
Oh yeah.
they won't hear what we say for a little while still. But yeah, I mean, so we're 2 weeks away. It's going to be a crazy 2 weeks, I can say that for sure. So forewarning, email response time may drop. We're going to be, well, I would pull down that poster, but our favorite poster above the fridge there is Eat, Sleep, Code, and that's all it's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. So it will be ready on time. Now that we've announced it publicly, you know, we're under the pressure. We're going to get it done.
What are the features that they can expect in the first round of beta? Being able to play slots?
Yeah, so the full, beginning game experience won't quite be there yet. You'll sort of just drop into the world at the beginning of beta. There'll be a more sort of story-driven intro phase once the game is actually public. But yeah, you'll be able to buy lots, do missions. Well, to some extent do missions, that'll be very limited, but buy your lot, buy your casino. You can play slots and poker. Those are pretty well fleshed out. Blackjack is still in the works, as well as some other poker casino games. You'll have full communication, full interaction with other players, character customizations, all along that range. So it's there's going to be plenty to do, even in the early stages of beta.
We got a question from Eddie Brock.
So the question from Eddie, it looks like, is are there any plans to expand anything on Poker RPG? Yes, we still got a queue of ideas that we want to do both on Poker RPG and BC Wars. It's just the problem right now is the only two developers are myself and Luke, and in order to get this beta out on time and get the game launched, we've got to devote pretty much 100% of our time to development on Casino RPG. But we're hoping later this year, hopefully throughout the summer, to be expanding the team, bringing on more developers, and once that starts to happen, we'll have more ability to again start expanding Poker RPG and BC Wars.
Yeah, I think Mike has a good one at the top.
Man, you guys are persistent with the stripper poles.
Yeah, I think they want to see me in a dress. And a new guy, I've been here for a while.
Oh yeah, I guess. So did some of you all get your rewards? Yeah, this is one of the Kickstarter rewards. You can see the back there. A little
No bluff, I backed.
little saying on there. Yeah. So again, a lot of you, if you backed at the physical rewards level, you should be getting your stuff pretty soon if you don't already have it. And the stuff came out really cool. It's we wanted high quality rewards. We didn't cut corners on costs for those things.
To answer Mike's question, the beta starts the 24th, like Penn said. As far as the final launch,
Yeah,
I think that's all about how the beta goes, right?
Yeah, it's really a flexible thing. We're hoping at some point during the summer, but it's really hard to say at this point. We've got a lot of stuff we still want to build into the game, and it's just a matter of, how many bugs come up, how many challenges we end up having to face, because when we're developing a game like this, it's really new territory. It's HTML5, it's in the browser, it's really pushing the limits of Canvas, which, if you know what that is, it's HTML5 essentially. And undoubtedly there's going to be challenges we hadn't thought of that are going to come up, and it just depends on how long those challenges take to solve. Once we get to public beta, we're going to have a much better idea of how long that phase is going to last. Private beta is going to give us a really good look at what's going to come up.
I think Sappy had a question. pretty much at the top.
Yeah, so the Kickstarter page is still up. If you want to look at that, let's see. I think the lowest physical reward tier was $50. I will say though, that we did order extras, except of these. If you got one of these exact shirts will never be made again. So you got something unique there. But with the other things, we do have extras. So we'll be running promotions. Potentially during these future live streams where we'll be giving away things like that at some point, probably throughout beta and whatnot. So if you didn't get something from the Kickstarter, there's still going to be a potential to get some cool prizes that way.
If you guys were playing Poker RPG for a while during the summer, I was under the name, is it Matt Worrell? I need to check that. Yeah, Matt Worrell with the WARL. I think one of my I was doing some testing with one of the names, and someone thought I was a hacker or something like that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So Dr. Pepper dropped our sponsorship.
Yeah.
Know, it's Mountain Dew was happy to oblige. We're trying to get Red Bull, but they told me I had to jump off of
the stratosphere.
Yeah, I had to jump from space before they would sponsor our live stream. I'm thinking about doing it. I don't know. Do y'all think I should do it? It might be pretty cool. I'm thinking about jumping off of a tower. Actually, we got this new tower in downtown.
Desert Tower.
We might be able to get Red Bull to sponsor us from that. I think we need a few more people in our chat before we can get a sponsorship, though.
Just hang out at the
And
edge.
people keep calling me. Don't they know we're broadcasting? Oh, my mom called me. She should know that we're broadcasting.
That's right. I'll hang out on the edge.
Anyone have any questions for Luke?
Never
He's sitting on my
win.
corner.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the edge here. You can't see me.
I
I'll roll in if there are
foresee-
any questions.
I have been known to be psychic, so I think you might win at some point in the future. I just have a feeling about it.
What was the answer to the final launch question? What'd you say?
It'll be determined throughout, based on how, there's no way to know right now.
Yeah.
Good answer. I like that answer. 2013?
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah, if any of you played Glitch, we're not going to have some, they were in beta for like 2 years, which just was not, well, in
This
fact,
rolling for the.
they were actually in
Get
beta
in front of the fire.
for a year. They shut it down, rebuilt the game, opened back in beta again for another year, and then ran out of money. That's not our plan. That's not going to happen with this. Just throwing that out there.
And if any of you played Glitch was actually a great game too. Glitch was an awesome game. It's just the problem was exactly what you mentioned, is that their business decisions and their kind of product decisions and launch decisions were really bad.
Well, hey, that's what I'm
Really
trying to
poor.
study. I'm going to be a production student, learning how to avoid catastrophes like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
the
it's
fire's-
good. We'll have to.
The fire's being blocked.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel a little.
Do you guys want to see the
Little
fire or
hot
Luke more?
Oh, don't answer that, actually. Please don't answer that. Let's see. Other questions.
Well, we got a
Doctor.
pretty decent crowd to come out and.
Mountain Dew is definitely the programmer's drink.
Yeah, we already had this discussion.
Yeah, I saw that. Well, I'm
Missed that.
catching up.
I guess no one wanted to see me jump from space.
Yeah, a little
The
disappointed. in that.
GoldFire space jump.
Yeah.
How much does it cost to get up there?
I don't know. Red Bull's paying for it.
200 Red Bulls. I'm sure. How much does it cost to go up on Virgin Airlines? It's like $100,000.
100,000.
100,000.
100,000.
We could
per
do
orbit
that. That needs to be your next promise. Is if that
I'm gonna
casino
hang glide.
RPG.
from space.
If we get if we get $100,000 or 100,000, if we get 100,000 users on active users of Casino RPG, you should do a space jump. Should be your next promise, like the Kickstarter.
Can you hang glide from space?
I'm pretty sure you can't survive in vacuum space. Destroying things. You could try.
Well, I mean like where the guy jumped from Red Bull. There's no air up there, right?
Yeah. Well, there's a little.
So I guess
bit
you'd
of
probably
air.
plummet, and then it would try and catch the air, and it would just rip through it. No, the parachute worked.
Well, the parachute was after he dived quite a bit.
Yeah, but he was traveling at like 680 miles an hour when he opened the parachute.
This is probably a pretty sturdy parachute. You probably want a pretty sturdy hang glider. There's a little bit of atmosphere up there. It's really thin atmosphere.
You just gotta catch a thermal from like 30 miles up.
That's all you gotta do, huh?
That'd be a nice view.
Okay, so James is gonna do. If we get it on the 100,000th active player on Casino RPG, James is gonna do a high
orbit. I'm gonna be the first person ever to orbit the planet in a hang glider on live YouTube.
You tell me how that works. I don't think that's gonna. Do not think that's gonna work. Find out what your challenge will be.
Be
Wow.
a GoldFire design.
Bad bet.
Yeah,
Jeez.
just wait.
Oh man. Do we have any Casino RPG questions?
You missed them. They wanted to know if you're gonna be on stripper pole.
They want to see
That might have to be an exclusive item. If we can get a lot of people to buy it, we might have to have an exclusive stripper pole. in the
Exclusive
game.
Luke stripper pole?
No, not a Luke stripper pole, but
We've already got the image for it, so.
Do we now? This has been in secret.
Could have Lane to do a more polished one.
Hey, did you get him an address?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you miss the address one?
Yeah,
it's on
I
YouTube
did.
somewhere. You don't have to see it. I don't look at an address. Not at all. Up to my words. James spiked his hair. So, you got off easy.
Yeah, it would have been good right now because it's like really long.
James gets a haircut every 3 months or so.
Yeah.
It's low budget, lean
Let's
startup.
see, it's been 4 months actually.
James be chicken.
I like chicken. Canes especially. It's very good. Oh dang it! I haven't had dinner. Now I'm hungry.
Yeah, I'm starving
Why
myself.
did you have to bring up chickens?
We have a tornado coming, and I don't think I'll have time to
Let me check my weather
get
app.
food on the way home.
I've got my whole mobile weather center here. 6 weather apps. We'll just check the lab radar.
I'm sure everybody came here for the Oklahoma City weather reports. Although if we did get a tornado on camera, this would be probably the most exciting live stream we've had.
That's true.
But
My forecast is for no tornado. So you heard it here first from the weather team at GoldFire. No intern questions. We gotta have some
Yeah.
questions for the intern. We gotta grill him.
just needed the right shoes. So next time, if next time we run a Kickstarter, we'll have to I'll have to put heels on the list, dressing heels. I got a question for the intern. So when are you gonna be back in the office?
So, let's see. I am going to be having finals here in the beginning of May. So it should be here around middle of May, May 20th.
Middle of May?
Yeah, it just depends. Like I could have a final.
Ah, you can help us move in.
Yeah.
You can help
That's
us
right.
carry desks.
Yeah.
And we talked about the new office there.
No,
right?
actually, yeah, we've got some other news. It's about a month, well, a little over a month away. We're actually moving to a new office in May. So I don't know, probably 3 shows from now, you'll get a tour of the new office. We'll need a short tour again, of course, but yeah, we do have. The new office has outside windows, so we're not going to be relegated in this dark room anymore.
There's this thing called sunlight. I've heard
natural
about.
natural light will stream into our workspace, help with the creative juices.
Get rid of our
Get the juices flowing.
pasty developer skin.
So yeah, hopefully we'll have a little better setup for our broadcast as well. Still in downtown Oklahoma City, just a couple blocks over.
Football injury. That's a good drag,
make it.
Matt, they're gonna have you promising to wear drag here pretty soon.
Well, I'm already skipping a class over here tonight, so maybe when I'm working here this summer, maybe we'll see.
We need the. Actually, I shouldn't have had Stephanie donate that. I think we still have that dress. I'm actually gonna take that dress I wore, and we're gonna start keeping it on hand in the office. It's gonna be the go-to office dress for every single intern. I think every single intern we have.
Intern of shame.
Is gonna need to do their interview in a dress.
Intern shaming.
I like it. I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I wonder if we can get our new neighbors to let us do a tour. So the building we're moving into is called Court Plaza, and as you would expect from the name, we will be the only non-lawyers in the building. So it should be interesting. Although it's not much different from the current building, but
yeah, 2 lawyers' offices and jewelry store.
Yeah, we always show up to the office like this, and
We're gonna be
everyone in the
three-piece
elevators,
suits.
you know, their suits, you know, they're darn kids in their games.
Just go to the post office. The lady's like, "Are you using your boss's credit card?" It's like, yeah. Well, that's why I told her. You're humble about it, but I was like, it's the business owner. He owns the company.
Yeah,
So
what was it? I guess that was last week when we hauled all the Kickstarter stuff down to there's a little tiny underground post office below our building, and they just like looked at us like we had 60 packages that they had to weigh and label each.
lady
I
was
think
pretty
they'll,
nice though. She was nice for a post office worker. I was expecting her just to be unhappy about it, but it was Friday, which probably helped.
Took about an hour. We were just sort of hanging out. Label.
Well,
But yeah, if when you get your stuff, be sure to tweet it out to us or send us pictures, and we definitely want to see people enjoying their rewards.
I
Well,
don't know.
if anyone else, disappointed. I want to get some tough questions for the intern, but maybe next time. If no one else has any questions, I guess that's pretty good. We got to get out of here before we get blown away from the tornado,
Yeah.
the snow-nado, ice-nado.
Oh, well, that is gonna be ice.
Ice,
Right.
ice
I'm
snow-nado
gonna go all the way back
apocalypse
to Norman.
is the official title. So again, April 23rd at 6 p.m. Central Time is the next live broadcast, GoldFire Studios Fireside Chat number 14, as regularly scheduled, same place, same time. And then the next morning, again, will be the private beta launch for Casino RPG. So again, that's the first round of beta testers for the Kickstarter backers. Thanks. As usual, thanks for everyone showing up and hanging out with us for about 30 minutes.
It's a little shorter than most of them, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I forgot to mention normally we do a mailbag before the Q&A session where we've got some previously submitted questions that we like to answer in a little more depth, and we give away 25 free gold if the person happens to provide their username. However, unfortunately, we got 0 questions this week, so we canceled the mailbag for this week. But we're not canceling it for the future. We're holding out. We're hoping questions get asked for the next show. We're certain there will be more questions once the beta starts. But remember, if you submit questions, and again, it's at goldfirestudios.com/firesidechat. You can submit your question. It's really quick and easy, and you get 25 gold if you get selected. So April 23rd, Fireside Chat number 14. April 24th, beta of Casino RPG starts, and we will talk to you again soon. Thanks.
See
Everyone
ya.
have a good night.
see you guys.
Thanks, everyone.